It's not in the show anymore, but I think we actually shot like a really beautiful, like messy, scrappy sex scene.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunately been snip.
cut. But
So I'm Jonathan Blumberg, writing for Movie Scene in Sweden. It's an honor to be able to speak with the two of you.
Oh,
we spoke last time as well. So how much for you have changed since you did that first season and you maybe didn't know how it actually would turn out?
Oh, thank you.
And now you did it again and maybe had a different experience when you knew where you were getting yourself into.
I think, you know, in the nicest way possible, like better the devil you know.
Yeah.
You know, it was. Also, I had a really different time the first. I'll take my water back. Thank you, Fabien Frankel.
I didn't know that you wanted me to reach over while you were speaking.
I had an interesting experience the first time around because I was only in four episodes.
Yeah.
So I was like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, whereas this was more strenuous, and it was definitely more of a marathon for me. But it also feels like we never left because we see each other all the time. We're always talking to the writers about what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're always going off doing little press things and talking about it, so it didn't really.
It kind of
feel
was
like
weird. Like I don't remember who was saying this to me. I think it was one of the original cast. I really can't remember who. When we were at Comic-Con and they were saying like the people in the show will always be a part of your life, just because of the nature of it being how it is.
Yeah.
And I really do feel that way, because it's just. In a lot of ways, it's a bit like being at school. You know what I mean? The kids who you're at school with, they're just always a part of your life. Like, you still talk about them in the same... Like, I was doing an interview the other day, and there was this kid in my year. From when I was, like... I haven't seen him since I was 9 years old, and he would always get the lead role in all the plays. And to me, he's still like an icon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Still now, I've no idea what's come of his life or anything. But for me, he'll be an icon forever because I was at school with him. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that
Olivia is an icon.
Olivia is an icon for life.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So Fabien, I know you grew up with a mother that is French.
Yes.
And I was wondering if it kind of felt emotional or anything yesterday, stepping out on that stage, in France.
It feels emotional now. You say it. You said it feels emotional. I hadn't thought about it as emotional, but now
stressed.
I was just really stressed. But now you say it. I suppose there is a. I think it's weird. My dad was an actor like a long time ago, and my mum was saying it was so weird, sort of being here, like with me yesterday. I think she found it quite strange as a sort of experience, I guess. So in that way, it's emotional to think about, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, yesterday I was just stressed. My family was trying to come in 19 different entrances. My poor publicist, like, just running from one entrance to the next, as if I'm not sort of enough to deal with as it is. But thank you for asking.
Yeah. And your two characters have some really intimate scenes, literally, on this season. And I was wondering how weird that is to shoot on set. And I'm guessing you're using intimacy coordinators and stuff like that. But how do you even do that?
Yeah, it's not like the intimacy coordinator can be in bed with us, but...
that would be even weirder.
But no, it was we know each other so well at this point.
Yeah. Well, we have the sort of added bonus of having worked together for a year, you know, and having developed a friendship and a trusting relationship.
Sort of fine.
Yeah, it was really fine. We sort of were on the same page, and we're really lucky because the directors that we get to work with on that side of the story on this were very sort of collaborative with us in terms of. Making it feel,
and what we would and wouldn't do, and what we felt comfortable with.
And what we felt was the story that we wanted to put out for these two characters.
And we always felt quite protected.
Totally.
And I think actually, I mean, it's not in the show anymore, but I think we actually shot like a really beautiful, like messy, scrappy sex scene.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunately been snip.
Cut, but.
So maybe if they release a Blu-ray in the future,
the DVD
and
extra.
It's just
that will get your sales up though.
And then that.
Yeah.
Alison and Cole videotape.
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, thanks a lot for taking your time to speak with me again, and best of luck with the premiere now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.